there is, like on the website there's a contact form or there's an email. There is an email at the bottom, like you scan down at the bottom of the website, it says I am there. The team does this stuff. Thanks so much. Have you seen any animal agriculture footage before?
I have, yeah. A lot on like Facebook.
Yeah.
Circulated video.
Yeah. Power of social media. So what do you think about it? How do you feel about it?
I think it's horrible.
Yeah. This is here in Australia, as you can see. Under it says Victoria. That's in sort of near Echuca, and I think it actually might be in Echuca. It's a meat and dairy processing. So these are bobby calves that you're looking at right now. In the dairy industry, male bobby calves are discarded and they're turned into veal products. And the reason being is because they don't produce milk. So they found a use for them. They sell them as meat products and they're labeled veal. 98%, more than 98% of meat, dairy and egg production worldwide is through factory farming. Were you aware of that?
No. No, I wasn't.
Yeah, because a lot of, you might think that there's a more, do you think there's a more humane way that we could possibly raise and kill animals?
I think eating non-meat products would be the most humane way to...
Yeah, being vegan?
Yes.
Yes? So have you given it some thought, or...?
I have. I've given it a lot of thought, actually. I think I've transitioned probably over the last year or two to a more of a flexitarian style of eating.
Yep.
I've tried the vegan for a little bit, but I found that a little bit of a it's a hard change to go from eating meat to nothing.
I totally understand.
So I found that meat production has been a really successful way to reduce meat intake, but also promote that to other people. And I think this sort of stuff is really fantastic because this is exactly how it's going to affect other people to do that.
Showing people the truth.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, exactly what goes on. Yeah.
It's I think information which helps you make your decisions and
absolutely
transparency of that information.
Yeah. I agree with you. And I get what you mean about it being hard. I mean, I ate meat, dairy and eggs for 26 years, so I understand. I was raised eating those products and told by everybody that it was necessary or it was healthy. And obviously our government and industries have an interest in keeping that message strong. So it was only until, like you said, the information was available and I did my own research that I found the truth, and I found that we can live very healthy, thrive as vegans. And then it made me question, why are we even doing this to animals then? If it's not only possible, but it's actually beneficial to be vegan, to eat vegan, then why are we doing this to animals? I mean, these animals are no different to us in all the ways that matter. We're animals ourselves. They're just a different species. They have fur instead of skin, right? They're on 4 legs instead of 2, but they're just characteristics. In all the ways that matter, they're the same as us, right? So you could say the same thing about races, like, those that are of a different race are the same as you in all the ways that matter. They're just different in certain characteristics. Does that make sense? These animals, they feel and experience pain exactly like we do. So when you put the victims first, then it makes being vegan really easy. When you have to choose between an animal product or a plant-based product to eat, if if you put the victim first before your own sort of convenience or what you're trying to get out of it might be pleasure, if you put your pleasure aside and put the victim's pain first, it's really easy to make that choice. But in saying that, we're doing really well at creating awesome vegan food at the moment. When I say we, I mean the vegan industries. So at this point in time, you can go to Coles right now and find a product called Alternative Meat Company. It's a new company that's come out just recently, and they do all the meats, veggie meats, beef, chicken, pork, these kinds of meats that mimic the texture and the flavor, and you can use those as replacements. So when you're cooking at home, it's really easy to imitate as close as possible to those textures and flavors. But in saying that, as vegan, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I don't like those sort of products. I think that's not the solution to anything.
Okay.
I don't think substituting something.
It's just like a lot of people miss the texture because they're raised eating those. You know what I mean?
I think it's more a shift in what you think you should be eating rather than.
I believe that it starts here. I completely agree with you. But I think these industries exist because we're just trying our best to make people. Yeah. We're trying to make that transition as easy as possible for people, just so animals can be left alone.
Doing something's better than doing nothing.
Exactly, yeah. But I agree with you. Eating, just fundamental veganism is based on plants, like basic like fruits and vegetables, legumes, nuts, seeds. That's really the basis of my diet. I don't really get into the veggie meats either. I try them here and there just to see where the industries are at, and I like to support those industries so they can grow and get better at making those products. But ultimately, I like to eat basic, potatoes, rice, curries, burgers, pizzas, but with a veggie patty instead of a beef patty or something to that effect. So we eat everything that you eat currently, so you don't really, miss out on flavors and textures that much. Really, you actually get to discover a world of abundance and creativity. When you go vegan, you discover how many options there are. There's 20,000 edible plants, right? So there's a lot of options that you can create from that. When you get creative in the kitchen, or you go to these restaurants now that exist, there's plenty in Melbourne that either are vegan, vegetarian vegan, or they have vegan options, and you can try the different dishes that they have and see how good the dishes are. So how do you feel about that?
I agree. I completely agree. Morally, ethically, it's the way that we need to be heading, especially with population heading in the direction that it's heading in. I agree with everything you're saying.
Is there a but?
There's no but. No, I think there's no but. I don't think there's an excuse. I don't think I have any. You can probably testify to my.
Yeah, no, he's very, yeah.
I agree with you. I think it's.
Okay. Well, look, good on you for.
I think it's hard because in society, it's I think so hard to avoid meat products completely. Like you go to a work function, a lolly on the bench, and that's there's gelatin.
There's gelatin in it.
Or
yeah.
It's hard. I think you have to.
It gets a lot easier. It gets a lot easier as you do it for a little while, like a month, 2 months into it, 3 months into it. Then you really you start to discover.
But I think you're right. I don't have a but. I don't have an excuse.
Okay.
I don't have.
No, look, I get you. I know it is hard. We live in a non-vegan world. Most people are participating in this, and supporting these industries. Even if it is just going to buy those lollies that contain gelatin, people don't really think about it. They're supporting it without knowing. So, I totally understand and I agree with you. It's just that when you are aware, once you know, it's like Einstein said, those who have the privilege to know have the duty to act. And I believe that that's correct. Because otherwise, who else is going to act? The people who don't know aren't going to act. So once you, and vegans are supporting these industries, we're the only ones that will. So the more we support them, the more they grow, the more that we will start to push these industries, these evil industries that they bully the vulnerable and the innocent among us. We want these industries to be abolished because this is an age-old, outdated, and disgusting practice that should never have existed to begin with.
Yeah.
But if you are game to be vegan for 22 days, I understand that it might be daunting to think I'm going to go vegan from today onwards for the rest of my life. I get that. I totally get that. But if you're willing to do it for 22 days, we've made it easy for you.
I'm willing.
Okay, fantastic. So on this website, in the menu option of that website, there's an option, and it's challenge 22. It's 22 days, and you get support every day of the week from experienced vegans that mentor you, and you get recipes, and you get restaurants that are near you. There's a resource on the website, but also they'll give it to you, I'm sure, through the Challenge 22 option. It's called Happy Cow.
Yeah.
Right? Happy Cow tells you where all the restaurants are in your local area, no matter which area you're ever in. So you can always use it. And it says whether it's a vegan restaurant or a vegetarian restaurant that has vegan options, or if it's a non-vegan restaurant that has vegan options. And it tells you where there's stores as well, like shops that also have vegan products there as well. So we will make it as easy as possible to support you throughout that journey for 22 days if you're game to do that.
I think that's right. I think that's what you need if you're into veganism. You need the support. I did the 30-day one by a lady called Colleen Patrick-Goodrow, and I did it. But you need the support, I think, and that's what I think I didn't have. And why you end up going back to you need the
status
support.
quo. I 100% agree. And then what you do is you start to make friends that are vegan when you're vegan, and then you start to join the local groups on Facebook, the vegan groups, sorry. And then we have a community as well. Like you can find us on Facebook, and you can follow our posts, and you can reach out to us if you ever have any questions or need any support. And yeah, I mean, we're here to support you, if at the very least. But there's definitely a vegan community out there that you can get amongst. Yeah.
I agree with you wholeheartedly, and I am glad that you spoke to me, because I think I needed that push. I've wanted to do it for so long, and I need a push.
That's really great to hear.
No, I'll definitely do the 20-day vegan trial.
That's really good to hear, man. Yeah, so, I mean, like I said, it's always easy when you put the victims first. If you're ever in a situation where you're like, I really crave this, whatever it is, just put the victim first, and then it just becomes really easy. If you put yourself in their position. And that's really the golden rule to all moral decisions. Do unto others as you would have done unto yourself. That's the golden rule morally. So if you just go back to basics, and you can always find it easy to stay vegan. But if you just commit to 22 days at this point, then you'll see how easy it is, and you'll start to get over the procrastination aspect. And, but thanks for chatting. And,
no, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Lovely speaking.
All right, take care. See ya.
See ya.
Vegan sweets for me. What is it?
I'm not sure. Pistachio and a mint chocolate.
Wait, is it orange and chocolate?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll try one. Why not?
The pistachio was the best one, but I ate it. That's got mint inside.
I like mint chocolate.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that was.
No.